I'm gonna try to cultivate them for them. All right, welcome back. Thank you for all the views and all the subscribers. So today I'm getting helping a neighbor of mine, super nice guy. I actually raise some of my garden on his land, and he wants to plant some soybean for the deer and some corn for the deer. And I fear that the soybeans won't make it too far. Hopefully the corn will. So we're actually going to plant some Hastings, and twofold. Yeah, it's for the deer, and he'll probably end up knocking a bunch of it down. But I can walk out through there this fall, and if there's several good ears or something, I can pull them and maybe have them for some seed corn. So we'll use the same plates and everything we had set up the other day, and y'all you can come along with me, guys, while I set up this tractor to do the Hastings Day. I got to put the fertilizer hopper back on it. But it gave me a good chance to talk about something, some comments that I don't know that folks really understand. I want to show you something here about a 140. Now, hopefully I won't embarrass myself on camera and hurt myself, but this disc, I'm not showing you how strong I am. I'm not that strong, but I wanted to show you that I can pick that thing up. So in saying that, what am I getting at? On a Farmall 140, a tractor this size, you kind of have to plan ahead on the things you grow. And this is what I mean. I don't have the weight in that disc to just go into a field that's full of ragweeds or something like that and cut it and expect that I'm going to make up some nice smooth rolls. You got to plan ahead with it. Like if I know I'm going to put corn somewhere, I nearby got to plow it the year before, or at least the spring, and hopefully it don't have that much trash on it. So that's why you see me running this chisel plow a lot before I use that disc. That disc is not very heavy. On a good day, it's only going to cut about this deep, and then if you went over it again, it might cut this deep. So that's why I run that chisel plow through this stuff. You just kind of got to plan ahead, because you're not working with thousands of pounds of equipment, so to speak. It's only 300 and 400 and 500 pounds is the most you got on. So where was I at here? So the weight of the implements that you pull behind this 140, they're just not that heavy, and so I used to be able to take big tractors and stuff and just cut a field full of ragweeds and cut it twice and it'd be about ready to sow. But so that's why you see me, there's a method to the madness here. That's why you see me do certain things with this tractor as far as running that plow and then running the chisel plow on it, because the looser you can get it before you cut it, the better off you'll be. Like I said, you cut something hard with a 140, if the land ain't right on it, that disc will just, it'll pretty much just skate across the soil. So we're going to put this, we're going to put this, and no, I'm not putting that much grease in it, still got air in it. There it goes. I didn't want y'all to think I was putting that much grease in it. So we'll grease up a few things here, and we're going to get ready to plant this corn for the deer patch, and look forward to doing that. I got some snow peas. Hopefully I get a video of it, of Roger's garden. He planted 2 rows of snow peas, and his tractor's down right now, the 130. If you guys been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I've drove it some too. But it's down, and so he's got to work on it. But I don't want to see the grass take over his snow peas, so I'm going to try to cultivate them for him. Grease is your friend on all this equipment, guys. it makes for a, well, one thing, don't try to grease the carter pin. The carter pin doesn't take much grease. I don't know why. I ain't figured that out. But anyway, we don't want to see his garden get tore up with weeds, so we're going to try to go and cultivate that. All right, we got the fertilizer hopper on, greased up, tractor greased, around the front and stuff. I went ahead and just greased the whole tractor. I wasn't planning on it, but I went ahead and did it. And the planter grease. So we're going to get down here in a minute and start planting some corn. I think Charles is disking it up right now, so we'll get down there in a minute. Of that nice China metal probably. I might not should have that. Yeah. I don't believe that's no Pennsylvania steel, do you? So it's just safe to say it's not Pennsylvania. Keep them going in the ground. Really? Yeah. That's probably from a stump or a rock. Now,
one more right here.
You put her in there?
Yes. Right here's one more, a little tip. Are there zerks on these discs?
No, seal bearings.
How long do you usually get out of set bearings? 4 or 5 years.
Depends on where the water gets in there or not.
Alright.
Alright, jump on and see what we got. if you see a hump, straddle it, so you put the
Straddle the
center of the hair on the hump, and that'll
Push it.
throw it out right there. All right, guys, we're down here with Charles, and Charles is an excellent neighbor. He bought this farm a couple years ago. He likes hunting on it, and what you've seen us doing there was putting the hair in cut, making it cut a little deeper. He had it running pretty straight, and we may come back and do that a little later on, run it a little straighter, but right now we need to get it cut up good. And I was just showing him some stuff about running it on top of the hill and spreading those hills out and stuff. So we're gonna cut this a little bit, and I don't think he's gonna plant all of it in corn. I think he's gonna do like maybe 4 or 5 rows, and then some soybeans, and then some corn, soybeans, kind of back and forth. And we'll do that. And I don't know, I may cut a little bit for him. I hadn't drove a Kubota, so might cut a little bit for him. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Well, that little Kubota does a pretty good job. So we're gonna put some, I thought we was gonna do Jimmy Red, but we're gonna do some Hastings down here. I don't know that we'll plant all of that, but we'll plant quite a bit. So I think what he wants to do is do maybe like half in corn, half in soybeans. And so we're getting ready to do some corn part on this side. And I mean, it's cutting up good. It's cutting up as good as I could have ever done it with the 140. So we'll get the Hastings planted, and it's warm out here today. I was just looking at that disc. A couple of places on that disc, the scallops were bent over, and so we bent them back over and got them right. But now what you're going to see, guys, don't be surprised if when Sammy's filming, you don't see this planter tracking below the tractor. Now these are some hills here, and so it's not going to track perfect. We're going to do the best we can with the brakes and stuff. It was always hard. It'd probably be better if I made this up in the rolls, and that would help the tractor from sliding on this hill. But you know, it's deer corn, and you know, we're not trying to do too much with it. We want a good stand. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to neglect it or anything, but it's going to slide a little bit, so y'all look for that to happen. Alright guys, it's getting real today. So, as you know, I didn't like the way it was planting up there, and you know, this is real life planting, and sometimes it don't do what you want it to do, and you got to back up and punt again. So I was thinking that this was going to work up fluffy enough where the planter would go on in the ground, but I got two things working against me. I got a lot of disc tracks in the field, and it's not quite deep enough for that planter to get on down there and put them seeds. So on that first little piece, it didn't plant as much as I wanted it to, but plant as good as I wanted it to. But we'll put it up in these rolls, and we know what we can do with it. You guys have seen that before. All right, guys, that's got us something we can work with now. Appreciate everybody hanging in there with me today. It's these hills can be aggravating. They can be rough to deal with, but you know, it's nothing I hadn't done before, because we raised tobacco on them for years and they were just like that. And it was always controlled slide. But we're going to get the planter back on, and we'll see how well our ideal went with, you know, seeing if these rolls are going to help it out a little bit. It's just that, like I said, just didn't plant as good as I wanted it to. But thank y'all for watching. God bless you all. Thank you so much. God loves you. We'll see you next time. We'll close it out with some more planting.